Hey guys, Brian Parnell here. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to come back to you with some ranking proof. I am loving SEO Autopilot, but I am loving the domain authority stacking diagram that they've got within there. And you know, once you get in there, you can actually create your own diagrams and things. But the domain authority stacking one is giving some real power. Now, remember, this is an automated tool, and automated tools, this automated tool is using Web 2's, right? Web 2.0 properties. Got a high authority, but normally you have to wait a little while before the juice that they create trickles through to your money site. In my experience, you have to wait a little bit longer than a PBN. Now, the reason you can get them to rank faster for longer tail keywords, the more specific and the more snipered into a money keyword you are, or the shorter the money keyword, the higher competition, the longer it takes, which kind of makes sense if you look at it from Google's perspective. You don't want Google don't want you thinking that you can create a load of these properties and then within 2 months you're ranking on the first page. The same with PBNs, really. I have noticed that you create your backlink, you have your bit of a dance, and then after 6 months, even a year for really competitive terms, you then notice that kind of start to settle out a little bit. So don't get disheartened. That's just what I'm seeing. Now, this ranking improvement that you're seeing just in front of you here, I did not send the links to any of the inner pages that I'm showing here in front of you. I sent domain authority stacking just to the home page. Okay, and the reason for that was that I noticed that there was, we were starting to get a little bit heavy on links internally on it to internal pages than the home page, and we haven't worked on the home page for a while. So I thought, right, okay, I'm gonna send this to the home page. I indexed using the SEO Autopilot indexer, so a lot of the tier 1 links got indexed, but I only used naked URL and brand name, or brand names. Didn't use keywords or anything, because the keyword, one of the keywords is actually in the business name. So, but from a reverse engineering perspective, when you go and check out like the title tags, if you go into like Majestic or Ahrefs, you can see what the title tags are of the inbound links to your website or to your URLs and stuff like that. And that's what I did. The articles were decent quality, super spun articles that title had their, the main keywords that this customer looks after, their main niches. There's a couple different niches, very closely related, but very specific, separated out keywords. So yeah, there you go. Didn't even send the links to the money pages. I sent it to the home page to make sure that home page had relevant backlinks, but also more backlinks than the inner pages, because that can be a bit of a flag to Google if you've got a home page that's not got very many backlinks and then loads of inner pages got lots of backlinks. That can say to Google, hey, this site's being SEO'd. So yeah, I think this is just a great little case study to say that didn't even send the links to the money pages, and the money pages have gone up. This is about a week ago, maybe a little bit less than a week, that I got everything in, all the tier 1s indexed. And like I say, I'm not worried about it getting penalized, because it's just either naked URLs or the brand name or variations of the brand name, like limited spelt LIMITED, instead of, let's just show you. Let me just I'll tell you what, let me just give you a... So the actual links that were in the article itself would be URL and then URL variations. So you can remember, you can have HTTPS without www or with www, right? And then you've got the actual thing, and then .co.uk, and then with or without the trailing slash. Okay, so you can have this, just this part here as a clickable link. Variation, yeah, you can have just this bit, another variation, and then you can add on the trailing slashes. Yeah, I know lots of you know this, guys, I know, but there's lots of people on my list that don't, so just bear with me while I do this. And then, so that's like the URL variations, and then the names would be ABC Limited, A space C Limited. Now I know this doesn't help from a Google My Business perspective, but that's not what we're trying to do here. This is purely trying to get your a few more backlinks to the home page that won't get you penalized. And then obviously, yeah, oh blimmin' heck, sorry, you would have limited spelt like that. The ABC didn't come off. I think it's because I've got stuff running in the background. And that was it. Now just bear in mind that this client does have a keyword in his actual name. Okay. So that can help. All right. But then the articles or the post titles would be, ABC Limited been serving Birmingham for 100 years. And obviously this will be spun. Birmingham can be here in the UK. We say Birmingham, and we can also say Brum. Okay, so that can help, and then you'd have it spun like that, just so on and so forth. Okay, try and make sure you've got your keyword in the title, or a narrow. It can be broadly related, but as closely related as possible. Yeah. So if they do plumbing and gas, like most plumbers over here, or most gas men over here are plumbers, and vice versa. So you can have best Birmingham plumber and gas man, right? I know these are stupid examples. I'm just trying to get this over to you, just so you get the idea of what I have done to get this to happen, right? Plumber, gas man, Corgi registered, which is a like an association kind of thing that you have to gas man. All right, and you can go on as long as you can go on, but then once that's spun, okay, this is spin syntax. Once that's spun, only one of these will get kicked out. Okay, so the title, and when I say the title, I'm talking about things like bring this over here a minute. Let's just go best Birmingham plumber. So the title I'm talking about is like this here, right? That is the title. But sometimes Google brings its own title out of makes it up. So if I hover over here, you say plumber, you can see it says plumbers and plumbing service in Birmingham, West Midlands, Gumtree. Okay, that is the title. So when you're creating these posts, it's got the keyword in here, or it's actually got a couple of them in here because you've got plumbers and plumbing service in Birmingham. Okay, and that's, apart from the URL, that's one of the main things that Google reads. And it passes the relevancy and all of that down through. So despite the fact that we're not using loads of anchor text, we're getting relevancy from the title of that page. Okay, and it's working really, really well. And it's working really, really well with SEO Autopilot. Okay. All right then, guys. All the best. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.